Hi, welcome to my channel. So this year I have some big ideas for Halloween decorations. I'm super excited about it, but it's still kind of early. So in today's video, we're going to be making some smaller, inexpensive, and easy Halloween craft projects. And I think they turned out so good. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss what I have planned this year. I'm super excited. So first, I just want to introduce you to Jenny. She wanted to say hi. She's helping me with all my craft projects. Doesn't she look beautiful in her feathers? Okay, so for this project, I picked up this little wooden piece from Dollar Tree. And I picked up some glitter. And then we're going to need some baking soda and some black paint. And I have this little package of bats that I thought I could include on this piece. So first we're just going to sponge on the black paint with the baking soda mixture. And I like to use a sponge when applying this because it doesn't show the brush lines. And this turns out really cute in the end, so stick with me on this. Okay, so once that dries and you have all of your sides covered, next we're going to take some Mod Podge in the mat and cover the top. And then sprinkle just a little bit of the glitter. Then I just sprayed some Rust-Oleum clear gloss over the top to keep the glitter from falling off. And then I found this shelf liner that we had, and I thought that would be perfect for the windows and the doors. So I cut out the shape and attached it to the back. And then I added some bats, and this is how it turned out. Okay, so for our next project, we're going to be using these LED candles that I picked up at the 99-cent store. So I thought we could do something to make them look a little more high-end and not so cheapy, plasticky. Okay, so let's make these look a little better than they do. So let's get started. Okay, so they look like this. And then they have a little switch right here on the side. And then they come apart, so that's perfect. So I can just paint this without having to tape it off. Okay, so our first layer on these is going to be the black paint with the baking soda. Can you hear the thunder? It's perfect. Oh, I just made a huge mess. It's perfect seeing how I'm doing Halloween decorations and it's thundering outside. So after you apply the black paint with the baking soda, let this one dry completely and then we'll add our layers of paint on the top of it. Okay, so next I'm just going to add some gray paint. And I'm going to be applying it with this kind of crazy bristled paintbrush. Okay, and then next we're going to add some brown. And then I'm just gonna add more black. So when layering your paint, you don't have to let them dry in between coats. I just use the same brush and dip it in whichever color I'm wanting to add and just kind of mix the colors. It gives it a really cool look. Then I added some Rub and Buff, and a little bit of this goes a really long way, so just add tiny amounts when using it. Okay, so next we're gonna work on the candles. And I picked up these black glue sticks. I thought it would look really good dripping down the sides. And then I just wrapped the glue strings around the candle. I really liked how that looked, and it kind of looked like spider webs. Gave it a little spooky look to it. And here's how these turned out. So for this project, I'm going to be using these Mardi Gras picture frames that I picked up. They have this little clip at the top so you can display whatever you want, and it's easy to change it out. So my original plan was to paint it black and white, like that pattern that you see everywhere in the stores. But I really didn't like how that was looking after I started that, so I decided to just paint it solid black, which I really like that a lot better anyway. It turned out so much better. And then I just covered it with a couple of layers of Mod Podge. And then once that was dry, I added the glitter around the edges. And I just used this purple Elmer's glue and some black glitter. Okay, and then to finish it off, I just added these creepy little spiders with just a dab of hot glue. And here's how it turned out. So I just went to Pinterest and printed out some signs, and I love it. I love that you can just switch them out, or you could just display a Halloween picture or whatever you want. I just think it turned out so cute. Okay, so for this project, I'm using these little shadow boxes that I picked up at the dollar store. I just unscrewed the tiny little screws and took off the back. And then just grabbed some scrapbook paper that I had on hand. And then I have these little black spiders that I picked up from the at-home store. And then I just used the frame and then traced out my square. So the spider was just hollow underneath. So I just used these sticky little foam dots to fill it in. And then I just glued him to the center. And I picked up these rhinestones from the dollar store and just added a little rhinestone to each corner. Then I cleaned the glass and attached the back. And here's how it turned out. So for this one, I just cut a square out of a brown paper bag. And then just crumpled it up. I just added some black paint around the edges and just kind of wiped it off as I was going and just kind of layered that. So now I'm just adding black around the edges in case my paper didn't cover it completely and I didn't want any of the blue showing through. And then I just put my paper in, added my spotter, put it all together. And here's how that one turned out. So I did have one more of these little shadow boxes, and so for this one I painted the frame black, and I just took the paper that was in the bag that the bats came in and cut out a square and used that for the background. And then I added a couple of bats, and here's how this one turned out. And let me know what you think down in the comments. I think these would be super cute to display on a tiered tray. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it gives you some ideas and inspiration to craft some Halloween decorations. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I post all of my new videos that I have planned. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.